India of the ages is not dead, nor has she spoken her last creative word. She lives and has still something to do for herself and the human peoples. Spirituality is the master key of the Indian mind. It is this dominant inclination of India which gives character to all the expressions of her culture. Book name Mahayogi Arvind, The Supreme Yogi Sri Aurobindo. Introduction to Sri Aurobindo. If one part of freedom struggle was getting the British out of India, the other and much deeper part was to transform the people of the subcontinent back into their highest version, their greatness again. The person who had undertaken to do both was Maharshi Aurobindo Ghosh, a person who couldn't be chained in elitism or aristocracy. Sri Aurobindo was born in an aristocratic and elite family in pre-independence era, who was deliberately only taught foreign languages and made to study in European schools and colleges. So much so that even at the age of 21, he did not know any of the Indian language. But just like Buddha, once he stepped out and witnessed his country in its entirety, he became one of most devoted lover of India, the nation and its people. Initial revolutionary days sprinkled with spirituality. Sri Aurobindo was very deeply involved into the revolutionary activities in the freedom struggle of India, but at the same time carried within him a deep penchant towards spirituality and love for Indian philosophy. He treated his jail terms as a phase to work upon the spiritual path. Fiery words that evoked love for India. He was a prolific writer and who had a tremendous flair of words coming through his deep seat of thoughts and emotions. His writings in the newsletters such as Vande Mataram at the time of freedom struggle evoked the revolutionary emotions in the Indian minds and awakened the masses. Transitioning beyond freedom struggle. Seeing what will be needed by the people once physical freedom was gotten, and even at the time of struggle in a subtle way, he decided to step down from politics and active revolution to invoke the masses through his intense penance and prayers unlike any that had been done till then. He did so for decades and is credited to rekindle subtly the fire of independence that spread like wildfire in the Indian minds, ultimately leading to India's independence, and, as chance would have it, independence on his birthday. His dreams for entire humanity. Leading a life devoted to a different level of freedom, the freedom of self. Sri Aurobindo had three dreams that he aimed for during his intense days of penance and prayers. First, initiating revolutions across the world. Second, rise of the East. And third, entire world being one. All his writings in spirituality were pointed towards this, and many of its parts are considered as the future of the world. He spent the last few decades of his life in Pondicherry,